Good morning, besties. Long time no vlog, long time no post. Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alexis. I'm a college student and bookstagram, booktuber. I just love books. I love talking about them. And today we're going to do a little weekend reading vlog. Originally this weekend I was going to be out of town, but however, my car, RIP, died this week and I am completely stuck in my college apartment. You know, I'm going to make the most of it and we're going to do a weekend reading vlog. It currently is Saturday. It's super pretty out today and I have a ton of stuff on my agenda, especially chores and cleaning. We're gonna start the vlog off by listening to my current audiobook, which is the second book in the Bergman Brothers series by Chloe Leese. Not gonna lie, I am completely blanking on the name. I will put it on the screen, but it is the second in this 7-book series that follows a family, the Bergman family. This one specifically is a sunshine grumpy sports romance and they work together. She is a social media coordinator for the team and he is a hockey player. I am currently about 2 chapters in and I'm going to put these on and I want to start my day by doing a deep room clean while listening. I'm entirely sure what else is on the agenda for today besides lots of reading, and I'm very excited. I'm not reading anything physically yet, but when I pick up a physical book, I will update you, of course. It's a few hours later, so here's our update with reading and life. I'm about 20% into the book I'm reading. Why I cannot remember the name to save the life of me, I don't know. I feel embarrassed. We're just gonna go with it. I've been listening to it while I've been doing my chores, having a great time. I'm enjoying it so far. The main love interest is very cute and very protective, and they shared a very cute little like dinner scene together, and I am already rooting for them so hard. They're so cute together. But while I was doing my chores and listening, my boyfriend called me, gave me some really great news. So then we talked for like an hour. Very excited about that. But I got totally distracted from doing my chores and it's like 2 now. So I'm gonna resume chores, resume audiobook, and make a second cup of coffee while I continue listening to If Only Ever You? If Never You? If You? Always Only You. It's called Always Only You. That's not going to stick in my head, so apologies in advance for that. Let's go finish cleaning again. Welcome to the bathroom, besties. Okay, I just finished cleaning everything. I cleaned my room, I cleaned the kitchen, I cleaned downstairs, and I decided I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I wasn't going to go until tomorrow, but I really want to go on a walk while it's nice out and I need an excuse to go outside and do things, so I'm gonna go get my groceries. I don't know if I'll vlog much while I'm there because my grocery list is on my phone, which is, you know, how I make my videos. But I also think I might swing by TJ Maxx, so if I find anything cute, I will absolutely be showing you. And the whole time, I'm planning on listening to either the Tortured Poets department or my audiobook. I'm making such quick progress through this audiobook. I am almost 30% in already, and I ambitiously want to like finish it this weekend. That's like 5 to 6 hours of listening, but we'll see. I'm also planning on having a little baking party either tonight or tomorrow, which will give me plenty of more time to listen to it. I've been super into my audiobook era the last couple weeks. It has just made reading so much easier while I've been getting through my last like semester of school and everything that has come with graduating in a month, which is crazy. Let's not even get into it because I could yap for hours. One thing I'm gonna miss about college so much, I love how walkable it is. My hometown, I could not do that. I could not walk to a TJ Maxx, dollar store, and Kroger and then get back here within like an hour. And I love that about being in college. I love, especially when I lived on campus, how walkable this place is. And that is something I'm truly gonna miss so much when I graduate. That was my mediocre attempt at showing you that the groceries have been secured. We are back home now. I didn't give a haul what I actually bought at the grocery store because my roommates were downstairs when I got home and I felt awkward vlogging in front of them. But I am going to show you the 2 fun things I got. Please take fun with a grain of salt because they're fun, but they're not like that fun. Went to 3 stores, TJ Maxx, Kroger, and the dollar store. My fun Kroger find was I actually bought new nail files. The one I had was super dull, so this was a necessity. And my most fun find was actually this set of cutting boards. My boyfriend and I are talking about moving in together in the future future. And because of that, I've been on the hunt for things that match the apartment aesthetic we're going for. We both only each have one tiny cupboard, like literally mine's a decorative strawberry one and his like a little wood one. This is totally TMI, but because of that, I saw these beautiful green cutting boards at TJ Maxx and I just had to pick them up since they will perfectly match our theme for the kitchen. I hate spending money, but I feel like when I'm spending money on like adult things, it justifies it. Like, oh, I can't be mad I spent $8 because I literally will need cutting boards to make food one day in a couple months. I think these are gorgeous. I'm so excited about these. I also stocked up on all of the essentials at the grocery store, and while I did it, I got to over 50% in my audiobook. I had almost no expectations going into this book, but oh my gosh, I think I'm honestly liking it better than the first Bergman Brother book. So first of all, there's a forced proximity trope that I totally did not expect. He is like, you know the meme that's like, looks like a cinnamon roll, is a cinnamon roll, looks like a cinnamon roll, could kill you? He looks like he could kill you, but he is a cinnamon roll, but he also could kill you. And he's so sweet. And the way he treats the main character has me screaming and crying, kicking my feet. She calls him Ginger in another language as a nickname, and it is so freaking cute. And I just am loving it so much. I feel like I am breezing through it. 50% in one day for an audiobook is not like me at all. I usually do not listen to audiobooks this religiously, but I feel like I'm listening to it every single second of the day today because it's just so good. Now that we're back home, I need to figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. To be honest, since I wasn't supposed to be here this weekend, I have nothing on my agenda except existing. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do so I'm not bored. But I'm gonna just take a minute, decompress, and when I figure out our next moves, I'll let you know. And I'll probably be listening to the audiobook while I figure out what I want to do for today. It's been a few hours since we last talked, so let's catch up on what I have done since we last spoke. If you can't tell by the lighting, it's now nighttime. It is about 8:30 right now, and I have a few updates. So I took a little nap, I ate my dinner, I started doing a few other really distracting things. First of all, I started a knitting project. Did I make it far? No, but this is the first time I've done knitting in months, so I felt like it was a notable announcement for everyone. Also was doing some work for a class and got carried away with it, which completely distracted me even though I was like not trying to do homework this weekend. It's a reading weekend. So I am banning myself from my computer for the rest of the night. No more schoolwork, no more nothing. And something I really wanted to do tonight was make a pumpkin loaf. And since it's getting late and they take so long to bake, I think we're gonna go put my audiobook back on and go downstairs and start baking a pumpkin loaf. Oh, I also posted on Instagram, so shameless plug. Go follow me on my bookstagram. I have been super active there recently. I've been super active on booktok, bookstagram, all the places recently. I've been getting really back into it. So if you're watching me here, go follow me on bookstagram. I just put the pumpkin bread in the oven and I am so tired. Why I thought making pumpkin bread at 9 p.m. when pumpkin bread takes literally an hour to bake was a good idea is just beyond me. Updates about the audiobook. I am now 70% in, which is wild. I've never read this much of an audiobook in one day before. And I'm loving it, but I also feel like it's like this blurred fever dream because I feel like I'm just like happy and I can just feel like the good vibes and the romance and it's good. But I feel like I'm having such a hard time looking back now and like distinguishing things that have happened in this audiobook, like concrete things that have happened that aren't just like vibes. Maybe it's because I'm sleepy, you know what, who's to say? I only have an hour and a half left on the audiobook. So I feel like there might even be like a slim chance I'm gonna finish it tonight, which would be so fun, but also so bizarre for me because this is just like totally out of character. I am definitely enjoying it though. It's very interesting and I think I'm liking it more than the first book in this series because I don't think it's dragging as much. I felt like with the first book, it was really hefty and dragged a little at times, and also maybe there was a little bit too much spice for me, especially at the end. And I don't feel like I'm having that with this book. I feel like I'm flying through it. I don't feel like it's as weighed down or bogged down as like the first book was. Pumpkin bread has been consumed. It was so good. I tried a new recipe and I'm very happy that turned out. I have like an hour left in my audiobook and I don't know if I can get to it tonight. It's only 10, but I feel like I can barely keep my eyes open, let alone listening to this audiobook in any sort of way that's productive. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for bed and listen to the Tortured Poets Department and crash and then I will finish the audiobook tomorrow morning and check in with y'all and probably start my first physical or Kindle book of this weekend reading vlog. Oh my goodness, I just finished listening to Always Only You. I need like 3 to 5 business days to process the gushy goodness, cuteness that is this book. I need to like compose myself to be able to talk about it. Oh my god. I'm gonna give this book 4.5 stars because I really liked it, but there were a few little things that kind of bothered me. I will get into when I can compose myself. As I did mention, this is a hockey romance, second book in the Bergman Brothers series, and I ate this book up. I have never listened to an audiobook so quickly in my life. I have never, like 1.5 days. I read this whole thing in 1.5 days. I could not stop listening to it. It was so good. The characters had the best chemistry. They had so good mutual pining, like years of mutual pining. It was just like chef's kiss. It was amazing. This book talks a lot about autism, about invisible illnesses, disabilities, and something else I really loved too with that is that we started seeing more members of the Bergman family. We started seeing, I think it was Ziggy and Aiden more, and I really enjoyed the discussions about autism and disabilities and all that, and then also how that introduced us to more characters in the Bergman Brothers series. I really liked getting like this sneak peek of these other characters that I know are going to pop up later in other books. These characters are just like soulmates, and it was so good, and there was never a moment where I felt like the book was dragging or boring. It was incredibly engaging, honestly more so than the first book in my opinion. The only thing that I think really stood out to me that I want to mention is that if you are someone who is irritated easily by references to Harry Potter in modern media, then this book is probably something you're not going to want to read. I don't have a firm opinion for myself on this, but I know that it's something that a lot of people dislike, is reading Harry Potter references in books, and this book had like a lot of Harry Potter references, like a lot. Like usually a few of them it's like whatever to me, but there was like a lot, so I just want to put that out there. I know some people don't care, I know some people really do care, I know some people care but it might not like impact their media. It's a very, I think, personal and nuanced thing to decide for yourself how much you can or cannot separate the author from Harry Potter as a story and a, media empire. So just take that as you will, because there are a lot of references to that book series within this book, and I just wanted to be super transparent about that because I was really not expecting that in this book. Other things I wasn't expecting in this book, but in a good way, was that there is a lot of forced proximity in the beginning of the book, which really kickstarted the relationship. And the guy is just so thoughtful and cute and adorable, and he has so many like acts of service or acts of love that he does that just shows how much he pays attention to the female main character when she's not realizing. That just made me like want to scream and cry and throw up because it was just so cute. I really enjoyed this book. I feel like it has a contender to be my favorite of the whole series, which I know is ambitious since it's literally the second book, but it was just that good. I do already have the third book downloaded on audio. I don't know if I'm gonna start it today. We'll see. Regardless, we'll be starting it soon though. I'm very excited to continue with this series on audio. But it is currently about 1 p.m. I woke up very late, hence the pajamas and morning coffee. I think I'm gonna get ready to go to the gym and then go from there. The only other things I have on the agenda today that you will be doing with me is we're gonna make some content for BookTok and Bookstagram, and I want to start reading another book, either a physical book or one on my Kindle. Hi, okay, it's been a few hours, but we're back now. I went to the gym, I had some lunch, I did some posting on my Instagram and TikTok, and now we're back to create some content and keep reading. So when it comes to creating content for me, I like to literally take like a notepad and a pen and take some time to write down what I want to make before I start making it. Today I'm gonna make a list of stuff that I want to take pictures of for my Bookstagram and also videos for TikTok/Reels. My top ways that I find inspiration for content is I go through my Goodreads and I look at books that I've recently read. I look at the books that are on my shelf that I'm going to read soon. I have a really hard time keeping up with posting reviews for books I've read, so I like to sit down and take a minute and be like, what have I read recently or what am I about to read that I can take a picture of so that way I can post it when I finish it. After coming up with a bunch of different ideas, I started setting up my shoot. I really focused on books that I've read recently and also taking a lot of pictures of my cute little Kindle so that way I can Photoshop the book cover onto it later. I love this. I then moved on to taking my brand new profile picture. You might have noticed because I wanted my profile to match my new brown hair. Did some cleanup after, and now we're back to our regularly scheduled vlogging. And just like that, content is made. I've made some TikToks, I did editing, added captions, I edited the pictures I showed you guys, I edited my new profile picture, which I'm gonna post later today. I'm super excited, and It's only 5 p.m. and I am once again at this point where I'm like, what do I do with myself? 90% why I was like, I'm gonna vlog this weekend was because I didn't know what I was gonna do with myself. And now I still know what I'm gonna do with myself, but I'm just vlogging that I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like this is so incredibly boring. I'm just like, oh, what do I do? I'm just gonna get a snack. This is embarrassing. I got my snack though, in case you were wondering. After I ended up getting my snack, my mental health sort of plummeted. I got extremely anxious and ended up deciding to spend the rest of the evening sort of just taking care of myself, feeding myself, hobbies, candles, cozy vibes. I got to this point where I honestly wasn't even sure I was going to be able to continue vlogging, but I pulled through, so I promise we'll get to that in a minute. But for now, please look at this little Lego. She is baby. Okay, it's been a few hours. I'm starting to feel a little less anxious and grounded, so I want to check in again and tell you guys about the book that I just started reading about an hour ago. I had a little aesthetic cute bath moment and I started this book by Caitlin Hill. Wild About You by Caitlin Hill, that's what it's called. I am only about 4 chapters in so far and I'm having mixed feelings, but I'm pretty optimistic that this book is just starting off a little rough, but it's gonna get really cute. I read another book with this author that I really enjoyed last year. It was one of my favorite books of all of 2023, so I'm really optimistic about this. It's coming out in a few months, I think. So this book is about our 2 main characters. It's like sunshine and grumpy vibes, but they're forced to work together on a reality TV show that it's like pretty much like young adult Survivor. It seems very interesting. I love the premise and I really enjoy the author, so I'm hoping I'll enjoy it. I'm personally just planning on reading this for the rest of the night until I just fall asleep. I am super exhausted and emotionally worn out. I wanted to give you guys a reading update because I've been talking about it all day about like, what am I gonna read next? And that is the answer. It's Wild About You by Caitlin Hill. I'm super excited to read this today and tomorrow, especially because I have like nothing tomorrow, so I'm gonna have plenty of time to dive straight into it. That being said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this weekend. It was really nice and fun to vlog. I've really missed making YouTube videos, and there was something so motivating about having this to do this weekend since my plans have fallen through completely with my car being gone. If you've stuck around to the end, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I hope you are doing amazing. I wish you all the love and I will hopefully see you next week. Bye!